Okay, so before we actually begin, I'm going to let you know that this part would have no audio from the game itself. There is nothing coming from the game because, well, I forgot to set the audio on OBS. I had an initial take for this, but considering it's now outdated due to my State of the Channel video recently, I figured save this for any future LPs. Any future LPs would have me plugging any donation pools for if you want to support the channel. Currently, it's just a PayPal. I'm considering opening up a Ko-fi in the future, though I'm not sure about that just yet. Whatever happens, I'll tell you in the future. But without further ado, let's begin this Let's Play. It's been a long while. I am sorry to have kept you waiting for this. Needless to say, to put it shortly, Crash Team Racing kept me busy. Real busy. I am still, nitro grinding in that game, and for good reason. But now, with that out of the way, I figured now is a better time than ever to start recording this game. This is Shovel Knight Shovel of Hope, or formerly titled just Shovel Knight. And because I was more or less a semi-late adopter, I got this game before it was known as as just treasure trove in general. But this is going to be just the Shovel Knight playthrough, because there are currently 3 playable characters in this, and I will cover each of them at later points. I'm not going to cover them back to back, because I'm not really ready to take on long Let's Plays just yet. And needless to say, if I'm going to tackle another Knight anytime soon, it's going to be Spectre Knight, because I outright adore Spectre Knight's playthrough. I really enjoyed it. But we're going to go to the cerulean-clad, adventurer. So, what to name ourselves? I would just name myself GigaLem, or just straight up Andrew. But I need something a little bit more silly. Let's see. I can't really think of something as witty as this, but so I just want to say, this adventure, for any time, I'm already screwing up the thing, but for any time I, die, all I say, just only be a scratch. So, we're gonna name ourselves Scratch. And yes, this is possible. If you want to change some genders of certain main characters in the game, you can. You can have a feminine cast or an all-masculine cast or whatnot. But I'm going to play the original game. So if you want to fool around with this, go ahead. Have some fun with this. You can do this at any time you want. But I'm just going to stick with going vanilla. And no, I am not doing the butt mode. There are already playthroughs that have done that. Brain Scratch is one of those playthroughs. So, yeah. Let us begin. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate, when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed, and Shield Knight was gone. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude. But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress, and her order of no quarter! Now the tower is unsealed, and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin. Strike the earth, yeah. Now let's begin. Now, starting out, you only have 4 life, and you're just as vanilla. You're just practically you're in a state of what I called naked because you don't really have anything yet. But this will essentially teach you the elements of the game and what to do with each. And yes, it does have everything. Everything an NES game is known for, all their quirks included. Okay. But, as someone who's avid, who really enjoys Mega Man, I wouldn't exactly call myself a fan since I've only touched most of the classic series and Maverick Hunter X. This game is going to be very familiar. Like, for example, see these checkpoints? Now, you can interact with them. You can't break these ones, particularly. Breaking them is a mechanic. It's a risk versus reward mechanic where you can break one to get a reward. However, you break the checkpoint, meaning that if you die anywhere in past that part, you go back to a checkpoint much further back. Of course, my favorite thing to do, shovel pogo. And when I was talking about the butt code when I was beginning this, beginning to play this, the one thing I don't want to do the butt code because, well, I feel like that'd be overdone at this point. And when I said codes, like as in like stuff you just enter into the file select screen. This game is chock full of cheat codes, the classic kinds. You know, like how you type "help me" into like a Castlevania screen and you get 30 extra lives. At least I think it was Castlevania. Now, before I go forward, I have to go this way. I get really nervous around that jump, but this will teach you, like, there are secrets to behold, and, I'm going to say this now, I'm probably not going to go for 100%, I'm just going to go for as much as I'm comfortably able to, because, needless to say, there are some levels that I just outright dislike in this game. Spectre Knight and Propeller Knight. I hate those stages, especially Propeller Knight. I really hate Propeller Knight stages. It's like the only stage in the entire game that I legit get my blood boiling, or gets my blood boiling. I can English good, but regardless, I might as well take the opportunity to actually start another Let's Play, like get enough recorded now and try to upload later, because I've been very busy during this summer, and I will want to explain it in an update video. It's either going to be after I finish Let's Playing this that I'll do the update video, or after I finish uploading all the parts for this. Now, of course, this game rewards the mindful eye. You have to pay attention to the level, like the level terrain itself. Like, you see this little wall. I've shown it, like, you've probably seen it earlier, but just as a refresher, if you see like an indent in the wall, well, you know that you can break it. And this is something that is one of the main elements of this game, and I find it to be done really well. Exploration. I find it to be done well because it rewards the explorative types, and for those who aren't a fan of the exploration kind of gameplay and whatnot. Well, the way they handle it in this game is that the secrets you find are very, very short. And they're very short sections. Yeah, there's no classic there. Not classic, secret there. They're very short sections, and they don't take too long to get everything you need. Now, if there's one thing I'm not counting on trying to do, I've done it once, but that's with all the upgrades. Let's try and do perfect run this stage, because I have been a stage without taking a single hit. Fortunately, I lost a lot of gold there, but hey, if I can do it in this video, it'd be nice, but I am definitely not counting on it. And saying as I'm speaking now, I'm probably not going to get it at all. It's always Murphy's Law, or the recording curse. It's a common trope around the Let's Playing community, and yeah, I think I got them all. And you should know the deal by now. I believe this is the one part with the secret. But after playing this for myself, after doubting the game feeling like Mega Man, this game does feel like Mega Man. Only instead of a buster, you have a shovel. And needless to say, this game is so popular that Shovel Knight himself has cameoed in more than enough games. In fact, they show the achievement of cameoing in enough games. One of his most recent cameos, indie games excluding, because there are a lot of them. Before I get to that, I knew you showed your face. English. Bah. I knew you showed your... I knew you'd show your face sooner or later, the cerulean coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I have no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress, and her invincible Knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me! Steal thy shovel! Now, I don't think I'm gonna get through him without getting hit. Yeah, I called it! Yeah. As an introduction boss, he has 6 health. Man, I am just not getting my bearings together. Man, that was just horrid. Anyways, but the one thing I say, what would be a standing achievement in terms of getting cameos? Shovel Knight is an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But, man, I really wish I didn't have that beautiful, that beautifully awful performance right there. One thing I always want to do before doing Let's Plays of games, when they're not blind runs, I always want to make sure I can practice a full run of the game, or something like that. And that's a game that, I know I can record. Also, I think this may be the only part that no sound is going to get, because I just noticed the desktop audio thing is not going to It's not gonna show. Man, I would want to go back and redo this recording, but I've already lost a bit of time. And we're already like 14 minutes into this part. Now this is the game to introduce the mini game for catching Shield Knight. And that's the phone. Of course. But yeah. Anyways, well, with that being said, I'll have to get the phone soon, and I'll see you with part 2, where we not only explore the town, but we also go take on King Knight. So, I've been GigaLem. I hope you understood how... I hope you understand my life situations, whatnot, just how troublesome my life can tend to be, like how busy I can get, but yeah. Until then, I bid you guys a fair adieu. Before we go, syncing without game audio is a pain. Hey.